Okay, welcome back guys. In this video I want to structure out our C# code for our gun and make it flashlight and make it display graphics when we shoot basically. So I just want to quickly, I'm going to save this real quick. I want to open the project I've been working on before so I can show you what it looks like really quickly. Alright, let's play the game real quick. So we shoot. There's graphics that show up to show we're shooting, and then there's a light as well we can see on the ground. I'm going to code this out. I'm going to structure out the C# code, and hopefully you guys can understand it and apply it to your own projects. So alright, let's go into MonoDevelop. It's in our gun control script we created in the previous video, and I've put another object here guys. I've called it gun flash graphic. So this is the object the flashes are going to go on. So we're going to change the main texture of this. There is no animation, so we can remove that. So alright, so we need to do a bunch of stuff. I just want to structure out the code firstly without making as much mistakes as I've done in the first 2 seconds. So okay, the first thing we want to do is hide the cursor. Alright, and link gun flash graphic and the gun flashlight objects in Unity. So we've got our objects, and I want to create the light. Create the light for gun flashes. That's what I want to do in the start function, guys. Okay. In the update function, I want to update the position of the light flash, and this is going to be a random thing, that like a random position we're going to do. So, and then I want to turn off the flashlight if it was on the previous on the previous frame. 2 ons there, because we want it to flash on one frame, and if it was on the one frame we turn it off on the next, so it looks realistic. Okay, so when mouse is down, so when the left mouse button is down, we want to do some stuff. So if the light is out, turn it on. Because the mouse button's down, we're shooting. If the light is out, we want to turn it back on again. Else, just going to flip over my notes. Turn it on again, turn it on. Sorry guys, turn it off. So when the mouse is down, if the light is out, turn it on. If it's not, turn it off. So every frame it will check and it alternates, it will turn off and on every frame, and then it flashes simply. So, and that is as complicated as the update function gets. We want to make another couple of functions as well. I'm just going to write these out. Vector 3. I've made a function called random position, and this will get a game object and a float. So we're going to get a game object's position as a reference, and then we can give it an area to randomize it. So if we put a 5 units, it'll randomize the position to be relative to the game object, but 5 units negative and positive in X, Y, and Z basically. So it'll come clearer. Okay, so let's comment this out again. Random position relative to an object. Alright guys, so again we get the game object's position and we can give it, say, 5 units, 10 units, and it will randomize the position by that much in the X, Y, and Z, alright, based on the game object. Everything will come clearer later, and I want to get another, create another function, and this one's going to get a random texture. Random texture. Okay, so public texture is going to return the texture this time. Get random texture. And that is the setup for our control basically. So now we've got our comments all sorted out, we can dive in and start doing this. So before I finish the video and go on to the next one, I'm just going to plonk in all of our public and private variables at the top of the class. So the first thing we need is a public texture. going to call it gun flash texture 1, and I'm going to do this 4 times, so 2, 3 and 4. And the fourth one's going to be a pixel, if I can spell it, transparent. So the fourth one's going to be a transparent pixel. So as I don't know if you remember, but when we're playing the game, sometimes a graphic does not show here on the frame, and that's because it's a transparent pixel. If a texture showed on every single frame, it would look very unrealistic. So trust me on that one, guys. And these are public, so we can just drag on textures. Next one, private floats. Okay, so we've got a minimum value for the intensity. Whoops. Copy this again. And a maximum value. So as you can see, when light intensity is concerned, you need very small values when you're doing C# code. Alright guys, so again, we're going to randomize this between the min and max values, and we're also going to randomize the light range as well. So private float again. So the light range min and the light range max. Again, to randomize things a bit more, we're going to change the range of the light every single frame. Okay, so we need a couple more variables. This time it's a color, so new color. Give it a name. I'm going to call this one gun flash color. Let's do it like that. And here we define an RGB value. If you don't know them, guys, you can jump into Photoshop and fiddle about with the color picker, and the RGB will update. And this one's going to be 252, 255, 197. So this is a very light shade of yellow, almost a white. So again, a realistic color for the gun flash. Okay, so the other one, a Boolean. If this is false, the light's going to be off, and if it's true, the light's going to be on, basically. So this is going to alternate between every single frame. I'm going to turn off and on, so we can control that flashing. So control flashing. Okay, so I think I'll leave it for this video, and then in the next one we'll start coding this out. Alright guys, so I might do these two functions actually first, and then we'll go on to doing the actual functionality. So thanks for watching, guys. This is going to probably be a 3-part coding series, so I'll see you in the next video.